Hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Soul Family. This is Robbie, Guided with Fire. I hope you all have been having a wonderful weekend. Here in the U.S., tomorrow's a bank holiday. It's Labor Day weekend. It's been some beautiful weather, and many of you, as addressing the Divine Empress, have been going, and obviously the Divine Emperor have been going through a lot of shifts and changes this week. A lot of ascension symptoms have been happening, such as exhaustion, the needing to rest, rejuvenate, regenerate. And I keep getting regenerate, the nervous system being rewired, a lot of headaches, a lot of pressure headaches with the crown chakra and the third eye chakra upgrades. And we are in Virgo season. This is about anchoring and integrating all these powerful energies, manifestations that are coming through. A lot of changes this month in August. It's been a very powerful month. And tomorrow is a new month, is September 1st, and it's about new beginnings. And this new beginning is really, really powerful. It is about having a clean slate, and we have the powerful 9-9 portal. We have, obviously, in October, the 10-10 portal, which is completions of all cycles. And I know many of us have been dealing with challenges financially, but that's changing. The energy's changing. Gratitude and being in high vibration. There has been lots of silence, and you know your higher self. The silence and the stillness is about more than just healing and rejuvenating. It is also about anchoring in all these energies from the divine. We went through a very, very, very powerful, intense Lionsgate, and where lessons are turning into blessings. That many of you have been in different types of karmic situations, and I know that they haven't been easy. And knowing your discernment is getting more powerful. Your third eye chakra, your crown chakra. Knowing that you don't need to always speak to your soul family on the physical plane all the time. You've been getting lots of communication coming through with them, lots of communication with the Divine Emperor. And there's been lots of vivid dreams happening. There's been also purging in dreams. And if you've been dealing with whatever karmic situation that has been happening or was happening, it has come to a complete end. And obviously, and the energy's been thick around the past few days. You've been getting validation in the 3D of what you've been feeling, and those answers come in divine timing. And one of the synchronicities I've been seeing every single day is a lot of the FedEx trucks coming toward me, and a few other soul sisters or delivery trucks of some kind. And that is the universe delivering blessings in a very rapid way. Because those lessons have been learned. And I know if you've been in a karmic situation, they've been trying to pry open the closed, locked door by the universe and spirit. You are highly protected. This journey is highly protected. Your Divine Emperor is highly protected. And I am doing this reading because you are one energy and one soul. So tomorrow is September 1st, is about new beginnings, manifestations coming through. Finances are improving. An interesting thing about finances and The universe never gives you more than what you can handle. Everything has been starting on a clean slate, okay? Because you were meant for more. And they always do it better. So yesterday I was busy out all day. There is a community member, I wouldn't say exactly a neighbor. We've been raising money for cat food. We've been decluttering. Decluttering comes in stages, and when you will be decluttering when your higher self calls you to declutter, because once you declutter the mind, physically declutter, what am I saying? You declutter the mind. Things become clearer energetically. And it was lovely being out in nature for 8 hours. But seeing where the people around your community, and one of the things was yesterday, I have seen in the physical 3D, the physical division of the old Piscean Age 3D world and the 5D world. You have crossed this threshold to the other side as the chosen ones, the chosen kings, the chosen queens. And being that spiritual leader of light as a divine couple, and your mission is to awaken humanity. Not everybody is going to awaken all at once. Everybody has their own path, their own unique journey. I noticed yesterday, and when I came back, I really had to clear the energy field because I'm trying to put this in a higher light. And here in the US, we have these 3D matrix red hats and the 5D blue hats. And part of this transition in the collective, the 3D red hats are falling away physically. And I was getting a lot of 3D confirmation. Not very easy to interact with these people, but it was a challenge. But at the same time, and you are that powerful. Your third eye is that powerful. The headaches could be over by today, giving me a block in the throat chakra. And I'm seeing a lot of karma flying around in the 3D. And it was interesting interacting with some of these people yesterday and, seeing their behavior. When you move out of the other side of fear, because fear is an illusion, false experiences appearing real. And that goes deeper. They're holding on to something that's no longer serving them. This acquaintance was decluttering their very tiny apartment, and when I had walked in there, it was like so freaking cluttered. I got like this headache, the back of their car, and I'm like, my gosh. And I noticed my energy was triggering them yesterday. But, as a divine empress or divine emperor, however you identify, or as the awakened king and queen, your energy alone is going to trigger people on a very deep level. You're that powerful. And because yourself, you've been triggered, and that's the way you do the deep healing and inner healing work is working through those triggers. Well, now they have to work through theirs, just like you did. Today is the second event at 8 o'clock, and it was interesting. Didn't even put signs up, and people were coming toward me. I sold quite a bit of stuff yesterday, $71 worth of trinkets. And, when you manifest from soul, you see, feel, or imagine. So, anyway, and that was a sign that abundant financial abundance, all this abundance coming through. You could be seeing lots of 7s and 8s. And yeah, there were little things I saw yesterday that were karma was getting these people back. And I will speak my truth. And they don't want to hear this, but they are 99%, 9% part of the problem. I had to step away and constantly put energy protection shields because the complaining was ridiculous. But I don't do complaining. And staying in gratitude is the highest vibration you can be in. But it did teach a good lesson about compassion and being compassionate to others. So that was interesting. And it's about being part of the community, helping others. So it was a very interesting day. But it was also very interesting. Yeah, karma is flying around. And it always comes back 10 times, 10-fold plus. And you don't want to be in people's karma. So you always remember that you are protected, this journey is protected, and you are on your highest timeline and you're moving to a higher timeline. And this powerful 9-9 portal is about completions of a cycle. So we're going to be pulling out some cards today. What is happening for September 1st, this new beginning. So we're going to get some cards from the Chinese 5 Elements Oracle deck and see what wants to come through. I don't know how long this reading has been because time is an illusion. So if this finds you, whenever this finds you, it is meant for you to find. Personal readings. This is the last day of the August specials. The personal readings are being $88. And the last day of intuitive soul coaching will be $88. And just check the description box below. And also with the 4 Akashic Record Healing 7 series, I have now only 3 seats left. So if you want to grab those, definitely you can email me at robbiesfirepitofmagic474@gmail.com. That email will be changing soon. So we have number 56 that came out, the Earth Sheet, Return to Your Center. Wow. Yeah, I've been mentioning Virgo season, this mutable earth sign energy. There's a flowing river here, and it looks like this river in the background. I'm just going to move the camera closer. Looks like there's rapids, you know, like kind of like the Grand Canyon or white water rafting, those rivers that move very rapidly. So the energy is flowing rapidly. The sheep is staying grounded right to the ground, to the belly. You could be having pets like dogs and cats. They could be on the ground, lying on their belly. So 56 adds up to an 11, the new beginning. And grounding and anchoring in all these energies. You see all these mountains in the background. And all the greenery. Climbing the mountain, it was a difficult climb this year, but it's getting easier. And going with the flow. You're returning to your center. It is very important to stay grounded because what? As above, so below. You know, all these manifestations in the 5D are manifesting into the 3D. Again, moving rapid river, so you could be changing locations. That happens in divine timing when it's time. Doors and opportunities are opening for you and are being anchored into the 3D. Grabbing those opportunities, your higher self will know what choices to make, what opportunities to grab. You're using your discernment because some of them are not meant for you. That's why they're called choices. And yesterday, and I saw that some of these people had made a choice. And they chose to stay behind. They're not going to change. And that's why the karma is going to continue, because the lesson has not been learned. And when we don't learn the lessons, they will come down much harder. I'm not going to go into detail because some of it was really whoa. And a lot of these karmic lessons come in illness. We have a 44 fire sheep clearing your blockages. Yeah. So keep staying grounded, my loves. Transmuting all these lower energies, people, places, and things. Whatever it is, you're returning to your center. And we have 44. You are divinely protected. The fire sheep. So with the, I'm getting here with this fire sheep. And there's a little fire in the background with the moon. Mountains, more greenery. It's clearing your blockage. You could be seeing signs of construction, bulldozers, all those things with Archangel Nathaniel, removing blockages again. And it could be definitely Lord Ganesh connecting with the higher ascended masters, clearing blockages out of the way. Spirits moving lots of blockages. And what I'm getting here with this rapid river on the bottom here is how quickly and fast blockages are being moved out of the way. The divine knows you are open and ready to receive. Let's see what else is coming through. Wow, this is going to be powerful, my loves. Ooh, Earthbird. 46 adds up to a 10, yes. Earthbird Phoenix, you are rising from the ashes from this new beginning. You see the color peacock feathers. You see the phoenix with their wings up in the air, ready to take your wings and fly. This is also going to be an extremely powerful 10-10 portal. You could be seeing lots of 10s, 10-10s, 11-11, 7-7-7, 8-8-8, and 9-9-9. If you're seeing quadruple numbers, which is super powerful, you are being confirmed by Spirit in the universe that things are falling into place. And they don't fall into place the way we want it. They fall into place what's best for you and your highest good. So you are rising from the ashes. Your emperor is rising from the ashes. You both are coming into energetic alignment for this physical union. Yeah. And it's going to be very, very powerful. Yeah, 19, which adds up to another 10, the water horse, a path to independence, freedom. That horse comes in charging under the sun, and you are finding your freedom. You could be feeling this freedom energy this week of this new first week in September. Yeah, 4. Another 4 on the board. Being protected, safety, security, stability. Welcome the muse, the fire rabbit. We got more fire energy here. This is like sparks from fireworks. The Kundalini rising with creativity. You're creating, and your creativity is really powerful. Maybe collaborating with others that can create. Shining your light bright is what I'm getting here. And it looks like this lady in the background, she's really powerful. And this rabbit has 2 flowers blossoming, welcoming you into the muse, because this month is really, really powerful. It is about being in the present moment. It is anchoring all these energies in, and it is about integrating. So just know and trust things are falling into place. It may not be in the moment, but you're feeling this energetically. When, where it's going to happen, it happens in divine timing. It happens, divine timing is about when it is actually energetically aligned. So you could be putting sparks in the air, shining a light bright everywhere. And the rabbit likes to move around, hop around. So you could be hopping around places and your lights being shined everywhere, like from the sun. Yeah, fire dragon number 53 adds up to an 8. Infinite abundance, the sun, the power co-creating with the universe. And that's exactly what your Kundalini is doing, the life force energy. And we got 2 more cards that flew out. You're co-creating with the universe of this infinite abundance that's coming towards you. Number 12, the wood pig. Moving up the vortex. This is about ascension. We have the infinity symbol. And it's like all these healing energies that are happening for you, not to you. And these flowers are blossoming. The pig is looking up there. And looks like the pig has got a smile. And the pig is just standing there. Intelligence. Receiving lots of downloads from the universe at this time. So you could be going out in nature more and more, staying out in nature as your soul calls it. Cleansing, grounding. 14 adds up to a 5. It's changed. The fire ox, being that beacon of light. Shining your light bright, being the beacon of light. And I noticed that yesterday. You know, again, if you're triggering anybody in the collective, you know, whether you are in a contact situation or not with your divine emperor, you are both being a beacon of light at this time and leveling up. And the cow is sitting there surrounded by all this bright, fiery lights. And people could be going through a dark night of the soul around you. It is because there's shadows. You know, when you shine your light bright, you are going to be bringing out people's shadows. It is for their best and highest good. We can't change people. The only thing we can change is ourselves, our reactions, and how we respond, and how we communicate. And communication has been healing, putting love into the situation, and being that beacon of light. So this is also being in service in many different ways. You ask the universe, God and spirit, well, how can I be in service today? They will show you how to be in service. So this is what's been happening. These are the changes that are coming in for September. Attending to the details, moving things forward, moving things out of the way. Blockages are being moved out of the way. Wow. So this is about change taking place. You could be seeing a lot of 555s. So that's a lot of cards that came out from this deck. And let's see what the bottom of the deck says. Ooh, the bottom of the deck, Metal Pig, partnership and collaboration. And you see the infinity symbol. You see that black dog. And the dog is symbolizing loyalty. 48 adds up to a 12, and you could be also start seeing 12s again. Stability, safety, security. And what I'm getting here is you and the Divine Emperor are coming into physical union, partnership, and collaboration of things. You see the 2 hands here, light and dark, and this beautiful sun rising up, and the 2 trees being out in nature, grounding. Both of you I could be seeing, I feel, of being out in nature. And the loyalty and the infinity symbol, you both have been loyal to each other for lifetimes. And this is now coming together. That's a completion. Being part of the 144 million that is awakening humanity. And it was interesting, I was picking up a download. We get the most powerful downloads in nature, unexpectedly. And I see physically the 3D world is collapsing, especially the red hats. There's not going to be any more red hats. They're dying off. And I noticed that quite a few of them are suffering through illnesses. And karma can come through illness because health is wealth. These things come back tenfold. So, very powerful card that came out at the bottom of the deck. So, let us get the next one. Let's get some messages from the Talisman Oracle. What has been happening here? What is shifting and changing? What is shifting and changing for you, your Emperor, and this journey at this time? What is happening with the inner work you are doing? And we got, oh my gosh, I can't lie. We got at the bottom of the split here, creativity. Yeah. And cutting ties with the past. And we're cutting ties with the past. We're cutting ties with people, places, and things that are no longer serving us. We are letting go and cutting ties with energies that no longer serve us. We are cutting ties with fear. We are letting go of fear. We are stepping into our power. And we are being creative. We are being creative. And more, once you are being creative, more creativity comes. Collaborating with others to be creative, but you're cutting ties. You're forgiving the past. You're letting it go. You're letting go the guilt, the shame, the resentment, all those lower energies that if you were in some type of karmic situation, these people are being, obviously, some of them have been cut off in the physical, and some of them have been, but a lot of them have been cut off both in the physical and energetically. However, which came first? It came first in your best and highest good. So chapters have been closing. Cycles have been closing. You are on this new split of a new beginning. We will be getting more cards. Let's see what we have to say about this. Let's see what else is coming through. Let's see what else is coming through for this new beginning. Oh, these two just flipped over. Yeah, grounding. See, we were getting grounding cards before, and growth of energy. Absolutely. You know, we got 3 eggs here. This rebirth. You've been going through transformation. You could be pulling your own cards, seeing the death card come out. Transformation, rebirth, death, birth, and rebirth. Grounding and anchoring these energies in, again, going out in nature. And these eggs are ready to hatch. You know, your blessings are ready to hatch. You're ready to hatch. Everything's ready to hatch. And you see all the white flowers, purity, cleansing and grounding and alchemizing and transmuting these lower energies. So it is very important to ground, keep yourself grounded, going out in nature, taking 3 deep breaths, keeping yourself in the present moment, and you will see the energy grow within you. Wow. Let's just see what else is going to come through. This could be it, from the stack. So let us see. Oh, flipped out from the bottom of the deck, actually. Divine guidance. I don't know what this card to fall. Oh, it's the tablecloth. Yeah, divine guidance. You are receiving divine guidance. You got this dragonfly here. You got this frog. And you are receiving divine guidance in the 5D of what action step to take next, what opportunities to grab, which not to grab. Yeah, growth of energy. This fell down. Yeah, receiving divine guidance. And out, ooh. Wow, this is powerful. We got yin and yang. Yeah, union is coming. Could be reunion for some of you, depending on your stage of the journey. But you're receiving divine guidance with that dragonfly, that transformation. It is a huge transformation to come into physical union. And this is the energy I've been feeling, where communication will come in which way. The light and the dark energy, the cow, very intelligent, both with white flowers and purity. Things are coming into alignment and in balance. And you've been doing this inner work. You know, one of the interesting things, and I have seen this, you know, others have been saying, well, I've been unblocked from my emperor. Blockage is being moved out of the way, where communication is healing. And you are one energy, you are one soul. And I know some divine empresses have blocked their divine emperor. And this is a specific message from Spirit. If you are a divine empress that has blocked your emperor on social media or however which way, unblock them. Because by you blocking your emperor, you are not open to receiving. That means you're not ready to receive. and that you have more healing work to do that's being mirrored back to you in the 5D. And being open to receiving is what's happening, your heart chakra expansion. So you will be, once you unblock your emperor, and this is for some of you, I know some of you don't want to hear this, but not just being open to receiving, but you are removing the blockages out of your connection if you unblock your emperor. Okay, but if your emperor has unblocked you, and you see signs of that, it's because it's going to be time to open to receiving for this physical union. You've already been in union in the 5D. So this is what is happening. Yeah, bottom of the deck, leadership. We got the tiger being, usually the lion is about being courageous and confident, but the tiger is very powerful itself. And it's about leadership, taking charge of your own life, taking charge of everything that you do. And it is time to lead. It is time to step up and lead. And this is what this is saying. And you could see, again, in the 3D, all these people, places, and things falling away, these karmic situations. Again, I saw that as a sign yesterday. Being the leader. You, again, triggering people. You are triggering people for their soul growth. These people have a lot of lessons to learn. So it is important to shield your energy. That is the last card coming out of this deck. Limit your time with them. Kind of like exposing yourself to radiation. So let us get some messages from the Twin Flame Ascension Oracle deck. What do you need to know? And let us see. And I hope you all have a beautiful September 1st. This is being recorded by the day before, because I don't know if I have time tomorrow, who knows. So let us see what wants to come through. Let's see. What is changing and shifting? What will be changing and shifting this first day of September? What is this new beginning? Spirit, angel. Yeah, wow, 9-9. And we're going into September. Coming to an end of a cycle, harmonize, letting your light shine. That's the second card coming through. Second or third. I don't even know. With the tree back there, it's a lot of, looks like crystalline energy. Letting your, shining your light bright. Harmonizing, alchemizing things, transmuting lower energies, 10-10, divine creativity, the third card coming out of creativity. You're receiving cosmic intelligence, all the butterflies, transformation, this rainbow vortex of energy coming around with this light, protecting you, your connection, and your emperor at this time. You are being highly protected, and I saw that 3D confirmation the other day, Wednesday. Interesting situation. How this piece of mail came not addressed under my name. And it's a karmic situation with a karmic sibling. It was from an AT&T mobile service about protection. And the device insurance. You are protected, I got. But it was addressed in the mother-in-law's name. Being protected from that karmic, a bunch of karmics. Yeah, 6-6. And I just said this, wow, I am blown away. Karmic purge. Mirrored reflections. You see the angel wings on fire in the background. And it's this fire. So all these hot flashes, one of the ascension symptoms, the Kundalini rising, is burning away all these karmic energies. And letting go of fear. 6-6 can mean a lot of things. Letting go of fear is things are happening for you in the physical blessings, and and you're burning away all this lower energy. You really don't have to do anything. Your Kundalini rising is having this creativity, but you're purging out all this energy there, and it's being mirrored back to them. It's kind of like a consistent return to sender. Those doors are staying shut. You're being protected. There's a karmic purge going on. And I've been seeing that on the 3D 5-5 masculine twin, the Emperor, releasing their lower self. They're alchemizing these lower energies. They could be going through the karmic purge. You could be going through the karmic purge. They're staying grounded. Their light body is being illuminated and is being highly protected. And it looks like this bubble of protection or a cocoon with this vortex of energies, releasing the lower self, releasing the lower vibrations that no longer serve you, will no longer serve them in this connection. And bottom of the deck, 1111 twin flame. Yup, new beginnings, a clean slate. Everything is possible. This is a really important message. This is the final message from this deck, is to continue to believe. It is the 1111s, the 111, the new beginnings, and keeping the faith, staying in gratitude. More you stay in gratitude, the universe brings you more. And you see here that the two swans here, light and dark, with all the hearts. You know, it's a purple heart, kind of like the violet flame. And there's another heart. This has been divinely orchestrated. You signed up for this before you were reincarnated. And how these energies are working for you, not to you. So this is about the two swans coming together. This is about physical union. This is a sign here that this will be happening. And whatever divine timing and energetic alignment that you're in, everybody's journey and connection is unique to them. So this is happening, and it looks like the shape of a 9 here. Looks like 999. Wow. Coming to ends of cycles, closing cycles out, coming together. Communication. Wow, this is amazing that your physical union is coming together. It is being aligned. You are going through alignment for this new beginning. The Divine Emperor is releasing a lot of fear, releasing that false mask, being their true, authentic self. It is a spiritual connection, you know, romantic stuff is part of it, but not the biggest part of it. So let us get, we're going to get the Twin Flame Messages Tarot from the beautiful Liz from Guided by Angels. Let's see what we need to know. We're going to be getting, I think, 2 more tarot deck, 3 more. So what do you need to know? What do you both need to know in this connection? What is happening? Let's see what messages he has bottom of the deck here. 7 of Wands. Standing up for what you believe in and always being true to yourself, yeah? The 7 of Wands, being in this golden divine light. Surrendering the process, but standing up for what you believe in. This is about, I'm getting here, setting boundaries. You could be creating more boundaries. You could also be reinforcing boundaries and being true to yourself, your true, authentic self. Wow. You could be seeing lots of 7s. Yeah, wow. Ace of Wands coming through, going for what you want, taking inspired action. This is powerful. This new beginning coming through. Yeah, wow. Page of Wands. Ooh, we got a lot of fire here. Good news is definitely on the way. And good news comes in expected and unexpected ways. So however this is resonating with you with this new beginning, going after what you want, the good news is on the way. Things are coming, manifesting. 2 more cards. Wow. Temperance, being patient and calm to achieve the results you seek. Patience is power. Being flexible and adaptable to change, because change is taking place, and being at peace with yourself and your journey. And temperance, and wow, Emperor, more fire. Sagittarius, Aries energy. Divine masculine energy, you are becoming who you were born to be. So they're awakening, they are up-leveling, they are aligning, they are co-creating with the universe, just like you are. And all of this is coming together. And it looks like this man that's falling, this emperor had to fall before he had to get up and pick himself back up again. Because you're not here to rescue anybody. But the emperor is within you. So this is really powerful. Becoming who you were born to be. Yeah. 5, change. 5 of Wands, which is conflict, drama, confusion, fighting, arguing, anything in the physical or whatever it is. You're leaving drama behind and feeling at peace. So you've left all this drama behind. Drama from karmic situations, feeling at peace and harmony in exchange for peace and surrendering it to the divine, not taking all these burdens on yourself. The fighting is over. And you're leaving the past behind, forgiving yourself to find peace, and you will get peace. Yeah, 10 of Swords. You're rising up, and we had another card from the Chinese 5 Elements deck. Confirmation, rising up like a phoenix from the ashes. Usually the 10 of Swords is betrayal, the actual end of a cycle. A cycle, that is confirmation when a cycle has ended, and this is confirming a cycle has ended. So from the 10, you can only go back to the 1, the Ace. You're rising up like a phoenix from the ashes. You were born to shine, shining your light bright. And yeah, you know, 8 of Cups, it's time to move on from the past. Leaving this all behind. So if you are manifesting to relocate someplace, you are leaving the past behind. Changing residences. Surrounding yourself by people that are aligned with you. You're moving on. The journey moves on and moves forward. Yep, another new beginning, an Ace of Cups. Letting love in. And this is beautiful because you're putting love into yourself. You're filling up your own cup. You even see your cup empty just a little bit. You're going to fill it up and keeping your cup in overflow. And yes, the Empress, this is what's coming to you. Divine feminine power. Staying in your divine feminine power, shining your light bright. This is the 3rd or 4th cup. 4th cup, I meant 4. Maybe it could be the 4 cups. Why am I saying 4th cup? Maybe keeping a 4th cup filled. Oh my gosh. Yeah, staying in your power, shining your light bright to attract everything you are. You are magnetizing. That's how you are manifesting from soul, magnetizing and anchoring, magnetizing everything in, yeah, the Emperor, the divine masculine energy. You are becoming who you were born to be, remembering who you are. This is very powerful, wow. And I said physical union, and look what's come out, more confirmation. Those are the messages from that deck. Ooh, my dears, let us what is the Divine Emperor going through at this time? We're going to be pulling out the Gilded Tarot. What's happening with the Divine Emperor and this connection? Wow. Just flew out the deck. I just shuffled once. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Wands, not the Knight of Swords. I don't know where that came from. And it's like the sunlight shining bright. Shining bright, they're finding their way home back to you. Finding and you being that, you shining your light bright is leading them home to you very quickly. So this is a fast-moving energy with the volcano in the background. Exploding, yeah. Another Page of Wands, wow. Good news is on the way. There's a lot of fire here. And you see this confident page. With this good news, this is about communication coming and rushing in. They could be physically rushing to your home, showing up at the front door with good news. They could be, however they're contacting you, is the best and the highest good for you in your journey. Wow. Ooh, yes. I'm blown away with this. The Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, good news. Yes, the Empress. All four queens, the butterfly transformation, bunny rabbits, the stag. And you notice this Empress, which is ruled by Venus, the Venus sign, staying grounded with this green healing energy, staying out in nature. And in the background, we have the astrological symbol of all 12 signs, embodying all these energies as the astrological energies change. And yeah, wow. And we have an Eight of Wands, fast-moving energy for you, Emperor, Divine Empress. And this fast-moving energy is the Two of Cups, unconditional love from the Emperor, and the Dolphin, the Rainbow. This connection is protected. So just know and trust that, Empress, this is a sign where the stillness and the silence that you have been in, good news is arriving on the way in the physical from your Emperor. But you know, it's about being playful, letting go, letting the light, letting the load getting lighter. I don't know, still waters, filling each other's cup up with an equal give and take. And you know this connection is protected, okay? It is written in the stars. And when your Emperor comes to you with communication here, and that's communication, the Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands is moving, fast-moving energy towards you, physically, towards you. Stepping into your divine feminine power, this is happening quickly. With this Eight of Wands, the energy keeps moving faster and faster toward this. It is highly protected when this union happens. There will be nothing in the way. There is obviously no blockages, no karmic energies, no lower vibrations. It is going to happen in the divinely orchestrated timing. Yeah, the moon, yeah, a lot of, with this communication, the moon, it could be on one of the moon cycles, deep emotional communication happening. This, you see the crab right there. You see the dogs looking up, and you see this fire, the two flames. Things are changing rapidly in this connection. And the moon cycles work for you, not to you. And I know they can be quite rough. A lot of times they've been getting lighter and lighter if you're feeling that energy, the moon cycles. Really super important at this time. So this is what you need to know, Empress. These are the messages. I don't know if we got any more messages coming out. Yeah, Fool, the bottom of the deck, the new beginning. Taking the leap of faith forward. So being open to receiving, stepping back, allowing them to step forward. Aries energy. And you see the Fool here with this astrological symbol. With all the 12 astrological signs, the butterfly transformation, the dog, loyalty, the Fool just stepping off the mountain and the cliff. And this is the beginning of the major arcana, taking a leap of faith, letting go of fear, letting go of things that no longer serve them, to take this action step and taking the leap of faith, getting up off their behind. So these messages, yeah, very powerful. It could be your union could happen during Aries season. It could be between now and then. So, let us get some more messages. Let's get from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Let's see what else you need to know. See any more messages? We got 2 more decks. What do we need to know? Wow. I can't believe this. Again, we have the Hierophant, number 5, change. Spiritual practices, learning lessons, lessons turning into blessings, and teachings. And the Hierophant, and we have the Page of Wands. Again, good news is about to happen from Spirit. You will get valid confirmation here. I don't know, those were too many cards. That flip out. Ooh, yeah, 5 of Cups. There has been disappointment in the past. And there's 2 cups filled. All is not lost. So it could be where your Emperor could be really emotional at this time. You could be feeling their energy. Yeah, things might have been stuck and stagnant, but delays create the way. But this Knight of Swords is fast-moving energy. And it's funny, I said Knight of Swords before, but it came out in this deck. Wow. Yeah, oops, we got the Knight of Wands again. And this is interesting. So they've been disappointed. They've been things that have been stuck up in the air, that things weren't moving or going the way they thought it would. But this Knight of Swords and this Knight of Wands, fast-moving energy toward you. Let's see, anything else is happening anymore. Ooh, justice. Yeah, karmic justice is being served. Equal give and take. Things are coming into balance. And the 4 of Wands. Safety, security, stability, a new home. New home with the Emperor. Coming into physical union. Wow, this is more. But justice is being served also at this time to the people, places, and things that have held you back. And we have the Wheel of Fortune coming through. Wow. Your fortune is coming through. The good dharma, the good karma, the dharma coming through for the both of you at this time. With all these blockages moving out of the way. Yeah, 2 of Cups again. Coming together into this physical union. Yeah. This is amazing. Wow. So things are flipping and changing. Yeah, it's going to be a victory and success here in all your endeavors. Things that you are working on, your goals and dreams. And that's 6 of Wands. It's like he's arrived, the Emperor. Celebrating together. 3 of Cups, death, birth, and rebirth. And celebrating this rebirth with you. Rebirth of each other. Yeah, because you've done the work. You've done the real deep inner healing work. And yep, oof, gosh. Yep, strength, Leo energy. You have Libra energy. Yep, this Ace of Cups coming in. And yeah, communication from the King of Swords. The King of Swords is about the masculine communicating. Also, the masculine has been cutting away things that no longer serve them. Speaking their honest, their divine truth to you, communicating. And we have 3 more cards that flipped over the deck, yeah. Coming in also as this King of Wands. Taking inspired action. Being, you know, communicating, taking inspired action, making things happen in the physical. And yeah, the Lovers. I gotta cover this. Ooh, I keep forgetting to cover this. So we have the Lovers card here. This divine couple coming into union, unconditional love. And you see it's like the divine in the background with the angel wings. This is divinely orchestrated. I'm just covering it. Yeah, the new beginning of a new cycle has happened. The old cycles have closed. This is a sign of physical. I don't like using the word separation because you're never separated from your twin. But this is about the preparation stage coming to an end. This is where you have been surrendering. I gotta cover this one too. I just remembered her chest is hanging out. You know what I mean? Because YouTube will flag it down. I don't understand this. So flag it down as nudity, right? You know? The silly things. Silly, silly, silly. Okay? Yeah, silly, silly, silly. Gotta cover these 2 cards. You know, but anyway, so that's why I got my finger on here, not to prevent the cards from falling down, but you know, we got to put a finger on it. So yeah, the beginning of this new cycle. And celebrating these things coming through. Let me pull these cards down. Oof, we had 2 cards I had to cover. I almost forgot. Rob, you know YouTube don't like that stuff. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy how people... So let's get some messages from the Divine Masculine Message Tarot from beautiful Liz from Guided by Angels. Let's see what messages are happening with the Divine Emperor. I know this reading is long, but who cares? Because, you know, this reading finds you. Time is an illusion. Seeing past the illusions. Angels, ancestors... Gotta watch it, you know, kind of forget. Ooh, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Expect me, I'm on my way. Wow, that's more confirmation. They are on their way. So expect them. They are on their way. Expected in unexpected ways. Communication, arriving at the doorstep, arriving in another place that's been divinely orchestrated. It's the sun. This is the biggest yes from spirit. You are my warmth and my joy. True happiness is always with you because you're finding happiness within yourself. And we have one that flew off the bottom of the deck. This is the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest knight of the deck, but this is a yes. They intend to give you everything that you want. Yeah, absolutely. Taking the step back and being open to receiving. I don't know, this message wanted to come out to, yeah, they're devil. They're learning to overcome their fears and insecurities that are holding them back and causing them pain. Four of Cups. At this time, they could be angry at themselves from the past, allowing themselves to be in fear and the insecurities that were holding themselves back. So they're kind of angry at themselves at this time of the things that held them back and been causing pain. Yeah, Seven of Wands came out again. They're ready to fight for our love, which is really awesome. And the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. I am tapping into my intuition, their High Priest energy, their third eye. And they're allowing themselves, they're tapping into their intuition, and this is allowing them to see their truth. Wow, powerful. Those are the messages coming from that deck. And let us get some final messages. Oh, this was in a box, not on a rubber band. I know this is a long reading, but let us see. Lighting the load. That's what the dolphin means. I couldn't even get that out of my mouth. Let's get some messages from the Divine Masculine, messages to Divine Feminine, from the beautiful George Drew, from Blue and Pink Soul Sync. Let us see what the Emperor wants to say to you at this time. Let us see. Let's get some final messages. What do they want to say to you? Yeah, I'm making bingo, bottom of the deck. I'm making a decision towards our union. I told you, we got a lot of confirmation in this reading. This union in the physical is happening. Let's see what else wants to come through, but we're going to put this up here on the board. You could be feeling this energy, Empress. Ooh, flew out the deck. You are the sunlight again. A second card confirming this. Yeah, shining your light bright, leading and guiding them home out of this darkness. Yeah, right now they could be in limbo. I could see the Hangman card again. So things are delayed at this point or at this time. And again, more confirmation about union. I am making a decision towards our union. So you could be, yeah, making decisions toward this union, moving towards you. And yeah, woo, two flew out the deck. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is some powerful reading. Yes, I hear you telepathically. So this is also another important message here on the board. Everything you say, your words have power. And words are spells. They hear you telepathically. They know everything in this silence your divine emperor, in this no powerful, no contact situation. They know exactly what's going on with you, Empress. They know your situation. They know the struggles. Financially, things falling apart, karmics causing problems, all kinds of drama, chaos that you've been letting go. They hear everything telepathically. And you know, Empress, this telepathic communications that's been strong, letting them know what's going on. You know, you may be living alone. Speak it to the universe or speak it to them. They'll get the message. And yes, final card, our union is happening. So this is some interesting validation. I am making a decision towards our union. You are the sunlight guiding them home. You got eagles in the background. Could be seeing lots of pics of eagles or eagles. They are in limbo at this moment because they are making decisions toward our union. They hear you telepathically wanting them to come home because you are coming home to yourself. And our union is happening. Wow, this is what is happening in the energy for September. What, as above, so below. Things are manifesting into the physical. Having patience. Patience is your power. Being in silence when you need to be. Being in stillness. Getting rest. Getting all that good stuff. Taking care of yourself. Rejuvenating. Filling up your own cup with all that love and passion for yourself. And this is happening, my loves. Happening finally. And the communication coming in. Lots of healing. I know there's been some painful dark nights of the souls. I know there's been some purging. I know there's been all kinds of stuff that you're letting go of that's no longer serving you. And it's not easy and it can be challenging, but you're getting through it. And all these things are happening so you can close these cycles out for this new beginning. And this new beginning is happening tomorrow. But as this is being recorded on August 31st. But this is all happening for September 1st. You're going to feel a huge shift in the energy again when you wake up tomorrow. So go out in nature, ground yourself, keep yourself into the present. All of these blessings are coming, my loves. I am wishing you all a wonderful, magical Monday, a happy Labor Day if you're in the United States. I am wishing you all a beautiful, happy, magical new week of September. I am sending you lots of love. Thank you all for your love and support. Definitely please comment below, like and subscribe. Let me know what is coming up for you. Again, if you check out the description box, these specials go away today. So the description box is going to change with the services that are being offered. There are only 3 spots left for the Akashic 7 series healing and reading. Anyway, so you can, if you wish to book whatever services that you're aligned to, I have hundreds of ISA Light Code meditation healings that are done over on voice chat, on WhatsApp. Email or personal reading, email me at robbiesfirepitofmagic474@gmail.com. Sending you all lots of love. Have a beautiful, magical week of September. And thank you all for your love and support. And have a magical weekend. See you all. Bye.